What is going on, guys? This is Wed with a video about the Logitech gaming headset. It's a wireless headset, just brand new one as far as I can tell, and I just picked those up for PC, and you can also use them for PS4, PS5 as advertised on the box. But I tried with my son PS4 and it works pretty fine. So if you have a PS4, you want to play a PS4, then it's good for that. But I am using it for PC, and I'm going to show you how to set it up, and I will show you what you need to do first. Now, the first thing you need to do is make sure you go to the Logitech website and then just download the G535 gaming software. Now, once you download this, you go to the website. If you don't have an account, make sure you create an account, and then you can download it for Windows or Mac, whatever system that you are operating on. And then the next thing you want to do, because it comes with Dolby Atmos, then you want to go do a Google search or Microsoft search and look for the Windows Store, and then go to the Microsoft Store, and you will end up here, and then you will get the apps that you need. Then you're gonna need to download the Dolby Access. Now, once you download Dolby Access, then you'll get access to Dolby Atmos. Now, before we go to Dolby Atmos, I'm gonna show you that I have them open here, but we're gonna go with the Logitech software first. Now, once you get your account set up with the Logitech hub, then you can come here and you just make all the changes that you want. As you can see, there's a mic, there's a volume. You also have the side tone if you are into that kind of stuff. And then you also have some of the options down there that you can use and then check out what you need to do to make it work for you. In any case, now what we need to worry about is the setup that for people that are playing first-person shooter games or whatever game that you play. Now, mostly for the people that are playing first-person shooter game, they always want to see or hear footstep and stuff like that. And this is the setting that I always use for all my FPS game. Now, this is very subjective. It works for me. I'm not going to say that it's going to work for you, but you can give this a try and you can mess around with the settings to see which one works for you the best. But this one has been working for me for a few years, so that's why I'm going with this one. Now, when you go to this setup, the reason why I come with this one first, because it's a lot easier than the Dolby Atmos. The fact that you can see the numbers and you can see how you're moving the numbers. We'll elaborate on that when we get to the Dolby Atmos. Now, as you can see, for the numbers that you want to set up based on my settings that I have been using for a while, and it works for me. Now, in the first bar, you go with the 1, or you can say +1, and you also get 5, and then you go with -1, -2, and you get -1, and you get 1, you get 3, 0, -1, and then 1. Those are the settings that I use, and as you can see right here, you start at 0. Right here, if you get it on flat, like the default setting is flat, and you'll get everything across the board is going to be at 0. So when you go up, that means you go up 1, that's +1. But if you go down towards the bottom, then that's minus. So that's why you see some of the minus, because this one goes from 0 to -1, just one click. Now, the way you want to do this while using this on your PC, make sure you use the arrows up and down. That way you know which direction that you are going. And if you use those numbers, just give it a try to see if you like it, and if you can hear footsteps and stuff like that. Like I said, for me, it works, but it may not work for you. Now, other than that, you just can mess around with the settings on the side and see which one works, and then save it for next time that you play. Now, let's go with the Dolby Atmos. With Dolby Atmos, this is also the system that I have been using the settings for a few years, and it works pretty good for me. It's the same thing. So if you're going to use the Dolby Atmos, I don't see why you shouldn't, then this is the settings that you need to use. It's going to be the same numbers that I use in the software for the G5, and those are the same numbers that I'm going to use. Now, the first thing you want to do, you can have game, you can have it on game. If you have it on game, then this is going to be the settings that you have, and you just test it out and see, enable it and see if you like it. And if not, you just go to custom. So mine is set up to custom because I set up the same way that I have with the G5, because it works for me. Again, I keep mentioning that because, like I said, it works for me. It may not work for you. It may not sound as good for you as it sounds for me, but just give it a try and then mess around with the numbers. That way you can get it the way you want. So it's the same thing. As you can see here, I moved the cursor up 1, that gives me +1, and the same thing, that's +5, and this one is just a -1, -2, etc, etc. Just go with the same numbers that I gave you for the G Hub, and you will be good to go. Those are the same numbers. So like I said, you started at 0 dB. If you go up 1 with your arrows, then that gives you 1. Now if you go down with the arrow down, then that gives you -1 towards the -12 dB. So that's the way you set this up. Once you finish with all the numbers, just make sure you click enabled, and then you can get that settings for you whenever you play. So that's how you set it up for Dolby Atmos. Now as far as those headsets are concerned, they sound really good for me. They not top end headset. They don't cost very much. I pay $79, and after tax it only cost me about $87 at Best Buy or other places that you can buy them. So because they were on sale, or I don't know, maybe you can find them somewhere else cheaper, or you can find them for whatever. All right, you are listening to a test of the Logitech 535 wireless gaming headset. Now this is not going to be the best mic, but it sounds pretty good for the price that you pay, and you will be good to go when you're gaming on PC or PS4, PS5 and such. This is a test. They are a very good headset for the price, and then if you are a PC gamers and you're looking for something very simple and that sounds really good, then you can give those a try. Again, with the PS4, I tried it on PS4. It sounds pretty good. So for the price, it is very good in my opinion. So if you want to pick those up, just make sure you pick them up and then just try them out. And then you have a few days. So if you don't like them, then maybe return them. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for those headsets. If you want to try them out, they are very good in my opinion. So give it a try. I'm sure you like it. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later.